Hey YouTube, welcome to the first episode of Sidequest Saturdays. This is where I'm going to check out some apps that are either available in Sidequest or App Labs. I had an idea for this series ages ago, but I never got around to it. And in fact, the app that I'm reviewing today, I thought I actually recorded an episode for, and I never had. You may be wondering why I'm not using my green screen in this episode. It's because I got to move around a lot. Because I'm going to show you a really cool app. It's called TraVRsal. TraVRsal, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put my phone on my tripod here, and then you're going to see that I'm going to be walking around my space here in my basement, and I'm going to be moving around in game. So it's really immersive. Get ready to check this out. So this is the best camera angle I think I can get down here. I have to be really careful because of the really low ceiling I have, like right there. So in my headset, I'm going to unknown sources because I installed this through Sidequest. I'm going to jump on into TraVRsal. Now I'm pretty sure the version I'm using here might be a different version than everybody can have access to on Sidequest itself. This is a kind of beta early access version, but the features will be pretty similar to what you see if you get the what they consider the released version. Oh, all right, so I forgot they changed the menu up a little bit here. Where's my settings? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to go into my settings. There we go. And tile count. I like to keep my tile count pretty low. And so what your tile count is, and you'll see in a moment, is you can see these tiles on the floor. So this is taking my my guardian and it's making a rectangle out of it. So I can walk with this whole space. But the more tiles I add, essentially the more content, well, essentially the more content the game can provide. But I'm going to keep it down to 4. Because it's going to feel more like regular spacing. If I have it really high, my walls are going to be really, really narrow that I'm going to be walking around in. But the thing that really stood out for me, the one that I love the most, is the pyramid. Check this game out on Sidequest if you want to check out all the other ones. We're just going to take a look at the pyramid today. I'm not going to do... I can turn deadly traps off. I'm going to go ahead and turn deadly traps off. Oh, I got to download it. Downloading. Oh, it's downloading right there. Cool. All right, starting. The current tile size is too small and will not provide a pleasant experience. Either decrease the tile count or increase the size of your play space to get beyond 19 inches. Okay. So let's try that again. Oh, okay, so it wants 3. Okay, I'm good. I'm good with 3. Let's do that. And let's play. Let's start. So I'm in the little world, and it's telling me to step right there. So I'm going to attempt to do so. All right, so I'm going to walk over here. And it feels weird moving around, but trust me, you can trust the world that it's provided. As long as you set up your guardian correctly. All right, so you can see I got on my edge of my guardian there. There's my guardian, so you can always lean into it and see where you're going to be. You can always move slowly. But here we are, we're walking in, and we're walking into the world. Let's turn this up. I really want to hear that. Okay, I can't remember how much game audio. Oh, I forgot, I have a flashlight in my hand. All right. There we go. Turn the music down just a little bit. All right. So I turn around and my door's gone. This is one of the most immersive experiences that I ever experienced in game. And right above my head in my, I gotta be careful because here's my ceiling. But one of the first times I played this, my air conditioner kicked on. And so I would be walking around in this pyramid and I would actually feel a cold breeze on my neck. It just was very immersive. Now you might be tempted to crawl through this hole, but you're not. But you can still peek in there, and you can kind of look down. All right, but let's start let's start traveling. And it's really weird to just trust this virtual environment and just start moving around. All right, so I have done this outside in like the biggest play space that the Guardian would let me do, and it was really cool. I mean, you could have like a really huge space. Even in my biggest spaces, I always set the tile count as small as possible so that your walls don't feel too tight. Now, if this was the real world, like I'd be getting pretty claustrophobic, but it's still very, very playable. All right, so you can see the thickness. Like you can adjust the thickness of the walls too in the settings. But if you have a thinner play space like me right now, you got to keep the walls kind of thin. So now, it's just so cool. If you just allow yourself to be tricked into this being a reality, it's really quite amazing. Oh, I never noticed the timer there. I mean, it's just... I'm whispering because it just feels like I should. And I'm going to do what I would do in the real world, is I'm going to keep my hand on the left side or on the right side and just stay on the outer wall. And hopefully I'll be able to get through this. And notice, I mean, you can see because I got my camera on, but you can see that I'm just walking around. I'm using my full body. I'm using the Oculus Quest. There's no cameras in my room to track my space. This is all just the Quest letting me move around. So here we come to our first puzzle. We got to get this door open. You might want to fast forward a little bit if you don't want a spoiler. All right. So I'll give you a chance to fast forward. But I'm going to try to get into this door now. And so I'm going to look up here and try to push those puzzle pieces in order. So I need like a little wave squiggle. Not that. It's this one. Is it down? Was down the right thing? Down, okay. Then we have the little bird-looking guy. It's this one. And then what is this one? I think it's this. Yeah. And last but not least, got like a bird on its head. I think it's this one. Alright. Oh. Okay, I think I'm approaching the end. So if you don't want any spoilers, fast forward a little bit. But after walking around the pyramid for so long in this tight space, this next space feels really amazing. Oh, jeez! Oh, God, that's new. So I didn't finish the whole thing, but as you can see, this is a really cool experience. Check this out on Sidequest. It's called TraVRsal, TraVRsal. It's an amazing tool. I'm pretty sure the developer, if I remember right, has a software development kit too, so that other developers can use this in their own games. Well, thanks for tuning in on Sidequest Saturdays. This is Philip from GoBros, and I'll see you next time.